Hi everybody, my name is Scott and this is Shelly.
Hi.
Today we are going to talk a little bit about some of the basics of marketing a yoga studio, especially with online marketing and websites. And Shelly here has some expertise in working with yoga clients, so we hope we can share a few things that will help you get more clients and get more exposure, particularly online. So Shelly, let's get into it.
Absolutely.
Digital marketing, kind of the backbone of it is a website. So a yoga studio is going to have a website designed. Just talk a little bit about what are some of the fundamentals that a yoga studio wants to have within their website design.
Well, you have to know that is your 24/7 salesperson. So at whatever sparks someone to go look for a yoga studio, you need to put your best foot forward at all times. So you want that to look and feel as your business does. You want it to splash your best promotion and all the classes that you offer and how excited you are to share yoga with everyone.
Okay, good. And what are some of the things? So you want to be able to persuade people to come in and give yoga. You often maybe give yoga a try,
Right.
Or it may be somebody who's experienced with yoga, but they're just looking for a new studio. What are some of the things that specifically you put on a website that helps to make that happen?
If you definitely want to put on a promotion, what makes you stand out above your competition. And some of the things I've seen are bring a friend, share your experience with someone, a 2-for-1, come to a free class, try something new, try something exciting. So anything like that, just to get them in the door so that you can, share your experience with them.
Do you find that it's primarily trying to target people who are kind of new to yoga? You're trying to bring in new students, beginners, basically.
Yeah.
Do you tend to do that more with web marketing, or?
Yeah, definitely. People that are new to town, definitely people who want to try it, especially if you have a new style of yoga or a new teacher or something. A lot of it is new.
Okay.
Also, again, people who maybe have kids that want to try it, or a spouse or just a life change that could benefit from it.
And you kind of spread content out on the site that explains some of the different kinds of classes and some of those kinds of approaches?
Yeah, absolutely. You need to have a class probably, or a page for each class that you teach, and the different styles, and so that person can go in and look and say, hey, I think this will fit me.
Okay.
And then they can come in and try that class, and that always works best.
Do you kind of work with clients to help, you mentioned kind of matching the feel of the studio and the website. You kind of work to do that? How do you do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great when you can, because the outside of a building doesn't ever show what the inside's like. Especially when it comes to yoga, because that's a feel-good place, relax, relieve your stress. So your site needs to portray that as well.
Okay, and you probably even, I would think with a yoga studio, I mean, you could put stock images on there, or you could really have images from within the studio.
Yeah, I like to do a mixture of both, because it's hard to get good photography from your own classes. So a mixture of both is always good. But I do like to have some personal images on there of the space that people are going to be using.
Okay, good. Yeah, that gives it some authenticity.
Yes.
And you want to see the instructors, like some pictures, or
Right.
What about videos?
Videos are great too, just to give people an insight without even being there. You want to intrigue them to come in and inquire more about your classes and your instructors.
Okay, good. And so the call to action is usually to have them sign up maybe for a class on the websites?
Sure, yep. Or even just to come in and try a class.
Right.
And then that typically will get them started with a series of 10 classes, or, a workshop or whatever they offer.
Get somebody through the door, essentially,
Absolutely.
and get them to try
Yes.
it, for sure.
Yes.
That's good stuff. So the website, you've got all that set up. Of course, people have to find it. And we live in digital lifestyles now, so people are on their phones, they're doing search. Talk a little bit about the strategies of search marketing. We'll kind of get into both the paid search and the organic part of it.
Okay. When a local business, number one, I feel you need to have a great maps listing, your Google Plus or Google My Business. Make sure that's correct. You have it set up, it's verified. Those things are important because people need to be able to find you. And they need to be able to find you quickly and at any point on any device.
So all of that, basically, you can integrate that into the Google My Business page.
Correct.
That you can embed the map into your websites.
Yes.
All of it has to be mobile friendly.
Yes.
So that somebody can just look it up and say, oh, well, there they are, and click it right on map and head right over if they want to check you out.
That's perfect.
Okay, good. And in terms of kind of paid search, you've got that for local. You can do paid advertising, which gives you those top spots. What are some of the things you tend to focus on in terms of the pay-per-click advertising?
On the pay-per-click, I keep it, I've probably kept it pretty general. Yoga, that's what everyone searches for, is yoga. There's different styles that they might search for, but it's yoga in your area. So to drive the most traffic, you definitely want to go for general terms.
Okay.
The other thing too is you don't know, there's areas, that are not as populated, so you want to make sure you're targeting the right areas as well. Towns that may be a little ways away, but people are willing to drive. That's been a strategy that we've used as well.
So one of the advantages then with paid search is that you can specifically target geographic areas around you and have ads and show up when somebody just types in yoga or yoga studio.
That's correct.
Now, if I go on my phone and put in yoga studio, organically, you're probably going to have a hard time showing up for that, except maybe for the maps, right?
The directory listings and things like that typically come up first. Now, if you stick with a strategy and really go after it for a long term, the really long term, you can definitely get some rankings on organic.
Okay, good. So a little bit more about organic. When you kind of start out with that, what are maybe some of the things that you do that you can focus on within a relatively short term that you can take advantage of with organic traffic?
The organic, you've got to have a good strategy in place. You can't just have a site without keyword terms, without title tags, meta descriptions. Your page content is so important. Making sure you're covering those keyword terms that people are searching. So having that strategy in place and letting it grow as you would your business. You've got to continually be working on that.
Are all the keywords you target generally based around yoga? Or is it sometimes worth it for a yoga studio to maybe go, say somebody's got back problems,
Yes.
and they're just looking for kind of an alternative way to help alleviate their back problems. Can you target that kind of thing?
Absolutely. A lot of people will do that if that's the focus of their business too. Because there are some instructors that want to help people that have back pain or pregnancy. A big thing right now is teen yoga because it's great for stress.
Oh, really?
So it's whatever, however you want to match up, your passion.
Okay.
Who do you want to reach and who do you want to target? Then yes, definitely you
That's
can,
good.
you
So
can target that.
A well thought out strategy then is, say you want to target something like teen yoga. You have that as a keyword. You may have some, say you're in Boulder, Colorado. You may throw that in there so that Boulder, if people put in Boulder, it's going to show up. And then when people go to your yoga website, you want them to go on a page that specifically talks about yoga for teens.
Yes, that's correct. And you want to be able for them to see, what's this yoga going to be like? Is it going to be hot yoga? Or is it going to be, give them the kind of the step by step so they know what to expect when they come in for teen yoga.
Okay, good. And what about people who, they go on your site and they check it out and they're like, that sounds pretty good, but I'm just not quite sure if I'm ready yet. What are some of the ways that you can stick with somebody this type of
retargeting.
Retargeting. Okay,
We
explain that a
love
little bit.
retargeting. So once someone comes to the site, we want to remind them that they've been there because they're gonna go shop. They're gonna go look at your competition. So we put them on a retargeting list, and then we can maybe set up a different offer that we show as a display ad or a text ad that says, "Hey, please come back. Come try our studio for a week of free classes," or some special offer to really push them over the edge and make them come in.
Good. And again, if you're not familiar with the term retargeting, those are the ads. You visit the website, and then you surf off, as we all do, and you go to CNN or something like that.
Yes.
And then lo and behold, hey, there's an ad for the website
Right.
that we visited. That's a strategy that is used to kind of stick with people and have another touch point to get them to come back to the website.
Yes. Many of my people call it following you around.
Yeah. And it's effective and it's important because the majority of people, the first time they visit a site, actually won't sign up. Isn't that true?
That's correct, because they want to see what the competitors are doing. They need to go research it just a little bit more, and they don't trust you the minute they come, to your site. You've got to gain that trust with that client.
Good. So that kind of leads into another part of this in terms of trust and getting people to know your studio through online means. Certainly, social media is big. People are on that, and you want to have a presence there.
Absolutely.
Facebook, Instagram. I can see a lot of things with yoga that might work. What are some suggestions you have around using social media?
Really, with social media, it's creating that group of people who are interested, and if you get targeted down to, say, people with back pain or pregnancy, those groups of people, you want them to start talking about it, and then they share their experiences. It's very much the modern day word of mouth. Pinterest for poses that could help. All of them, really.
Yeah, really. I could see Instagram, Snapchat as well,
Yeah.
And Pinterest, where you're actually visually showing what's going on.
Correct.
YouTube videos.
Yes.
I would think you could
Oh,
have
yeah.
some video of classes and so forth. And Facebook, so it can kind of work as well, probably as a way to retain
Yes.
current clients, because you keep them in the loop. Maybe you share more yoga. Follow us on Facebook. Here's some more tips about what you can do when you're not at the studio.
Right.
All of those things that keep people engaged.
And also other aspects of being healthy with it too. Eating healthy or eating right. To just give them tips and to continue their interest in yoga.
Well, yoga extends so nicely into a healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So it really connects with a lot of things. And with social media, it probably gives you also the opportunity to like other pages, other businesses.
Yeah.
Like say there's a nutritionist in your area. You share information,
Right.
you kind of have the same crowd, and you can help
Yeah.
each other.
It grows
to
your
do business.
network.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all really just networking, which is still so important.
Yeah.
I know one of the things when I'm checking out businesses, from restaurants to lawyers to a yoga studio, I like to see some reviews or testimony. I want to hear what people who've been there have to say.
Yes.
And that content tends to be so available. What are some strategies about getting reviews and having that work for you for a yoga studio?
I pretty much say if you can get reviews anywhere, get them. Some of the platforms are hard for people to leave a review, or they don't know how to leave a review. If you can make it easy for that client to leave a review or to give you feedback about why they wouldn't leave a good review, you're just going to grow your business.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Just to try to get the feedback. And if it's going to be negative, you would like to know that as well.
Absolutely, because then you can change your strategy, or maybe you have a weak point in your business that you don't know about.
Right. So there's the Google My Business, the Google Maps has a place for reviews.
Yep.
That's a good place to get them.
Yes.
Because that also helps with the ranking of that if you get that content on there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. There's Yelp. Is Yelp for yoga studios really? Or there's probably some degree of it at least.
I think Yelp's for everything.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a huge fan of Yelp.
Yelp can be kind of hard to control. And one of the issues, as we kind of alluded to, is you can get some negative comments, and you have to try to manage that the best you can.
Yes.
That's kind of the dark side, if you will, of what internet content can do to you.
Right.
So,
I have seen many other directory listings. You can leave reviews pretty much anywhere. So sometimes businesses aren't aware of that, but you can if you go on Yellow Pages or I can't even think of a lot of the other ones. But there's a place to leave a review.
so a big part of the strategy is for you as the business owner to keep an eye on all of that stuff.
Yes.
And see what might be being said about you. Obviously, try to encourage your happiest clients to leave some reviews, to build up a positive review profile. And if there's something negative out there, try to find out where it came from and address it.
Right. And if you can get those right on your site, testimonials, reviews, any of that is great on the site because then people don't have to search for it.
Yeah,
They
good.
don't have to look for it.
And you have that little bit more of control
Yes.
of what's being said.
Yes. And you can grow your business too of what do people want. A lot of people when they leave reviews, they'll also leave suggestions, things that they want to see or, things that they've talked about. So it's a great input from your community.
That's good. That's good stuff. Yeah, you can really use it to your advantage, I think, if you're smart about it.
Yeah.
Anything else in terms of kind of local marketing and making sure that you have a strong presence in the community that you suggest?
Just making sure your brand is well recognized. You want to be a part of the community. You want to involve yourself with people who would be interested in your business. Again, building that network within your own community.
Good. Yeah, it's interesting today with so much content that can be put out online that really every business, even maybe a small local yoga studio, has a brand. You have a brand and you have a reputation and you have information that's out there that people make assumptions about you and they want to get a sense about you and they want to see if they can trust you before maybe they actually come in and work with you.
Yeah.
So that's all the things that we work on to try to make sure that is positive and in fact, you do get more students and have the chance to grow your studio up.
We've definitely seen it work for people who understand the process. They understand the time frame, and it's brought good things.
That's good. Yeah, I don't think you can do without it, really.
Yeah, no, you can't.
So you probably realize that too for your business if you're watching this and you're considering how you want to take better advantage of the internet and all of the traffic that can come through there. That's what Marketing 360 does. Shelley can help you out. We'd love to hear from you. Take a look at our website and look at some of the videos we have. You can get a free demo of the platform, talk to one of our consultants about how this can work for you, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.